It's a win anyway. We'll take it any way we can get it. I thought the kids played extremely hard. It's always difficult when you play these types of games against JV teams or teams that don't play a lot. There's not a whole lot of film. You don't know what to expect. You don't get a good idea about their personnel or those kind of things. And I thought that we came out and played extremely hard in the first quarter. I thought as the second quarter went along, we kind of pulled off the gas pedal a little bit and eased up and started to play down to maybe their level. It was important for us to come out in the second half and not take anything for granted. And I thought the kids came out of the locker room at halftime and played hard in the third quarter and kind of distanced themselves a little bit and closed it out. So I'm pleased with the effort and the victory, obviously, but there's still things I know we can clean up. So get back in here and watch the film tomorrow and come back to work on Monday and try to get ready for Southern Nazarene.
Such an important part of the process is learning how to win football games, and it may be against Air Force JV or Sisters of the Poor or anybody, but winning football games is something that takes a while to.
Well, and you have to be there in those situations in order to learn how to push through it. And last week we won late in the game. We took the lead late and were able to close it out on defense. And this week it was more of being able to play from ahead and not letting up and letting complacency sit in. And I thought we did a decent job of that. But again, these are some uncharted areas for us in terms of playing with a lead for most of the game. So hopefully now it's a position we like being in and grow accustomed to, so we continue to work hard to put ourselves in those positions.
You had a big rushing day, a couple of guys over 100 yards, being able to not only move the ball, but move it at will. Nice change of pace for you?
Well, it's it's something we've been working on since we got going. It's just now teams that watch us on tape, know that we've got a fifth-year senior quarterback, and we've been throwing it quite a bit, and they're starting to give us the numbers in the box to be able to take advantage of the run game. And I thought we've continued to work hard at it, and we've got two good backs that can really go when we give them opportunities to do that. And I thought the O-line did a good job tonight. We knew there were some things we could take advantage of that we saw on film if they came out and gave us those looks that we were expecting, and they did. And those front seven, the offensive line, Cameron Allen, the tight end, and both Liggins and Jackson did a great job of finding the holes and getting in there. So very pleased. I'm sure Yek will probably be happy because he pretty much had the night off compared to what he usually has to do. So it's good for us. It's good for us to be able to run the ball at will and kind of impose our physical prowess, if you want to call it that. But looking forward down the road, it's something. We're a much more dangerous team if we're two-dimensional as opposed to one-dimensional. And so I think that's starting to come around, and we'll continue to try to work at it.
Well, I'm curious. We see the new red uniforms tonight. I know this was a surprise for the players all the way up until right before game time. I guess talk about that one.
Well, the idea came when Coach Carter, the athletic director, had brought it to my attention that we were trying to do something for Military Appreciation Day. We had been working with the Army and ROTC here on campus to try to get something done with the Army, and Adidas, our sponsor, had said that they had some camouflage uniforms coming out in next year's line. Wow, it'd be nice if we could get the money together, and through some help with the Gridiron Club and some donors we had, some money became available, and our partnership with Adidas, they got them done for us pretty quick. Probably the hardest part about it all was keeping it quiet for the last 2.5 months because they've been sitting in my office trying to hide out so we could keep them away from anybody that might see them. But we did. We put them out today, and the kids came in after pregame and got all excited about it. And it's good. It's a nice touch. That's where college football is going to in terms of marketability and appearance. Apparel is a big thing for recruits and players and all the like. So hopefully the fans enjoyed it. I know the kids did. And again, it was something that we wanted to pay tribute to our military, both our opponent today and all of the active duty and prior service that were here watching us play. So it was something important that we wanted to do, and we were able to get it done through the help of, like I said, through some Gridiron Club members in the institution. We were able to do that for them. So.
Well, and finally, the focus this year has been a lot on the transition to Division II, building for the future. But at the same time, you've got a nice group of seniors that are going to play their last game here at home next week. I guess just talk about that and going out the good note with them.
Yeah, we're fortunate to have a very good senior class. I mean, we talked about this quite a bit through the Leadership Council and the seniors when we meet, about what you want your legacy to be. I mean, we knew there were certain things that were out of our control from the get-go. And my message to them, or my task to them, was obviously we want to go out and win as many games as possible to go after senior year, because that's what you're going to remember. But at the same time, their task and their mantra is what kind of legacy do they want to leave in the start of this Division II process and in the GAC. Leave the program better than when you got it. That's for because that's something that they can hold on to forever. And when they come back, a year from now, 5 years from now, and we're in the D2 playoffs and moving forward, they can kind of stick their chest up a little taller and look a little taller and know that they were the founding fathers that paved the way for where the program is. And that's something that not only will be special for them, but it'll be special for me, because without them we wouldn't have the leadership we have to pull all these young kids along with them. And they've done a great job so far, and I'm looking forward to hopefully sending them out on a high note next week in their last home game.